Hello everyone. Welcome to my first real video that isn't just a completion of something. So if this is sloppy, forgive me. So, if you've been on my channel recently, notice the mass amount of Violet's custom night content that I've posted recently. I've also pointed other VCN modes that I have set to unlisted. So, what is my obsession with this game? How did it happen? And why? Well, I don't really know. It first started when I was in the VC with Godslayer, who made this game and told me about it. But you should go subscribe. When I originally started playing it, I was getting nowhere. Slowly, I was making progress with Godslayer guiding me through how to deal with certain mechanics. I played it for around 30 minutes before fluking it from 2 a.m., and after completing that mode, I felt this weird sensation that made me want to continue playing the game. And thankfully there was a hyper mode, which I played for about an hour and a half, took a break, came back, beat it in 30 minutes, and fluked it from 2 again. So where do I go now? Reach the end of the path. No more here for me or this game. Pretty disappointed after I finished the mode, fearing that this was just going to be another FNAF Max mode experience that I loved and then would never have the type of chance to experience again. Till a few days later, I made some comments to Godslayer about adding more buffs to Hyper VCN, and thankfully with their blessing, and after reading the goofiest buff ideas I had in mind. So I wasn't going to go over this too much, but I just thought it was too funny to not include somewhere in here. But some of the ideas I had for the Google Doc were just absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I wanted to include it somewhere. Bad ideas, and I did the hypothetically feasible. Tumble night length with transition in the middle, literally just Pizza Man. Shutting the door on Crimson kills you, Shocking Sky kills you, and if they overlap, too bad. Wow, great ideas. If you refill the music box too much, you die. Oliver spawns in random corners in a random order, which just sucks from a gameplay standpoint. Press the opposite key that Simon gives you, which is just also shit for gameplay. But I'm censoring that one. Stop signs are not completely opaque and you can't see through them, which is absolutely fucking terrible from a gameplay standpoint. Because the way Scratch works is if you have an overlapping image over something that you need to click, you just can't click it. So you have to sit there and pray that it goes away so you can actually deal with the thing you need to deal with, which is pretty difficult. Then there's Pixel Pointer, which is just rat cat all challenges pixel pointer. So we would just add like a flashlight effect to, VCN. That couldn't be terrible, right? And then adding pendulum and miss equals die. And then the last bad idea was the limbo keys, which is just super stupid. But I thought it was funny enough to be added. And it's hypothetically you could track it if you were good enough on a mode that was super difficult. So we'll see where that goes, if that's added to Ultraviolet or not. Anyways, the source code to Hyper VCN. It was time. I got to work making Hyper Violet all jalapenos, which was just a placeholder name, and then it was later renamed to Hyper Violet all challenges, because the acronym was HVAC, which stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, which I thought was funny. All of these events led to the creation of the VML and a ton of other VCN and Max modes that I'll link in the description. The gameplay side of stuff is more for Godslayer to go over when they make their video in like 3 months. So I wrote that into the script whenever I was writing this before Godslayer was making his video on it, and I just put it in there to poke fun at Godslayer, because that's just what we do. But then his video got released before mine, so now it's a bit silly in retrospect. But what are you gonna do? Anyways, back to the video. So, back to the questions. Why am I so obsessed with this game? Well, because that was my first experience with a max mode ever. My very first max modes were Have Fun and Pizza Man. And just like in VCN, it's mostly max mode with a little bit of keyboard action required. I love Five Nights at the game and their related max modes, but that thing never really sparked my interest like Pizza Man originally did until I was introduced to VCN. It was super satisfying and not too difficult to get the hang of, just like Have Fun. Not Pizza Man though. Not for me anyways. That mostly sums up why I'm so obsessed with this game, and the other reasons I just find it to be very fun, when like some people don't. Anyways, leave it here for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to go check out God's channels or the whole reason this game exists. And I'll see you on the next video, whether it's VCN Slop First Victor, Dimension Night Verified, or maybe I get the urge to pick up GGD Man again. Who knows? But make sure to be there for it. Anyways, see ya.